Unspoken Travels, we're going our way.
Unspoken Travels delves into the often overlooked stories of foreigners facing unexpected challenges upon arriving in the USA. These narratives encompass heartbreak, disappointment, and encounters with obstacles such as bureaucratic hurdles, societal rejection, and in some instances, abuse leading to homelessness. However, the show also highlights the resilience and determination that enable them to overcome adversity and ultimately thrive.
Welcome to Unspoken Travels, real people with real stories. Today our guest is no other than Marva Adams Miller. Welcome to Unspoken Travels.
Thank you for having me.
So Marva, tell us, where are you from?
I'm from Trinidad and Tobago.
And tell us, in what year did you come to the U.S.?
Oh, I came to the U.S. in January of 1999.
1999?
Yes.
And why United States?
Well, I had just got laid off from my job at Royal Bank. And
Royal Bank is what institution?
It's a banking institution in Trinidad and Tobago. And I decided to try and come and give America a chance.
Oh, okay. Why not London? Why not Canada? Why United States?
Well, my father lived here, so I decided to come where family is.
Okay, so did you come in the winter or did you come in the summertime?
I came in the winter time.
Winter time. Mm-hmm. So was it the first time in the winter or no?
No, it wasn't. I've traveled for a while and I always came, during different climates, so I was familiar with the winter.
Okay, great. So tell me, did you stay by a family member or a friend?
So when I came that time, I stayed with a friend.
Okay, so tell me about that experience. Okay,
so I had this guy I knew from before, from coming on vacation, and we were actually involved in a relationship, and
So he used to also come to Trinidad and see you?
No, he lived here. He wasn't able to travel at the time, but I had met him in coming, and we developed a relationship.
Okay, great.
So I decided to stay with him, but at the time when I decided to stay, we weren't involved. I just needed a place to stay until I could have settled myself and, do different things.
Okay. Yeah. So you stayed at his house?
Yes, I did.
Okay, great. So tell us, were you undocumented when you came?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so tell me how, going forward, landing a job in the U.S., at that time, undocumented, how did that happen?
Okay, so I had a lot of friends here that came from back home or from the Caribbean and the whole, and they were all nannies. So when I would come before, like for 6 months or 6 months off, I would have worked for some of them, or maybe even do like home health aid, taking care of the seniors. Okay. And I told them I was coming, so they were looking out for jobs for me. So when I did land a job in Long Island, I started doing a living job.
Okay, and how long did that job work out for?
That particular job worked out for like a year and a half.
And then after?
And after that, I moved on to someone else.
Okay, so you just moved from job to job to job.
Exactly.
So your living conditions, how was that?
So I stayed with the guy a while, and as I said, we weren't involved at that time, and he was trying to get physical with me, and I didn't want it. And he told me if I'm not intimate, I can't stay, and he threw my things outside in the snow.
Well, this is going to be part of the show, so. So this is good juice, right? So we gotta edit this out, right?
Yeah.
So, all right. So you left.
Yes.
Went to a friend's house.
Yes.
All right. Was everything? Did she welcome you in God's grace?
She was okay. So she met me downstairs. Her husband took me up, brought me. Actually, she was home, and the husband came and got me. And then she came downstairs to meet me in the lobby, and I will never forget. She said to me, "I'm letting you stay at my home. And do not wear any skimpy clothes, do not walk around my house in a towel, and do not screw my husband."
Well, at least you get the facts, right?
Straight up.
That's kind of cool. So now you're there, and you work in this next job.
Yes.
Right? And where that job was?
In Long Island.
Long Island. So you had to take the train to the bus, or the bus to the train?
Yes, the bus to the train.
And that was in the wintertime?
Yes, that was in the wintertime, yes.
Okay, well, you had a good jacket?
Yeah, I did. Because I was working, so I bought myself stuff, yes.
All right, so tell us, with that being said, being at home, what was happening then? The husband is you staying with someone?
Yeah.
With a husband?
So they would leave early in the morning to go to work, and I would leave a little later on in the day. So they would leave early, and then I would be there. I would get up, tidy up, do what I needed to do. I'd pack my bags, and then I would leave. And that Monday, and go, and I would come back on the Friday.
Also, you just work through the week and you're really at the house on
On the weekends, exactly.
Okay. Did you all get along pretty good?
I mean, we did. It was a bit uncomfortable because I didn't have anywhere to sleep. It was like a 1-bedroom apartment, so I would sleep on the living room floor.
On the floor, what happened to the couch?
She didn't want that.
Oh, so you had some blankets?
I got some comforters, and I would make my bed, and when I get up, I would fold it, put it away, and that's it for the next weekend.
At that point, leaving your native land to come to sleep on the floor in the U.S., what was going through your mind at that point?
A lot of things. Did I make the right decision? Why am I doing this? I left my comfortable home to come here, But I was willing to stick it out. And even when I would call back home and talk to my mom, she was like, stick it out, save your money and get a place, and stuff like that. Yeah.
All right, so you're there. What's the next move?
So I left that job. That job came to an end. I was home for a while. And then another friend of mine got me a job in Pennsylvania, in the Poconos. So I did that job. And then while I was there, I started looking in the newspaper, and I found a room for rent. And then one weekend when I came down, I told her I was going to leave. I found a room, and I ended up moving out that said weekend.
Okay, so good. So no drama happened?
No.
Nice. So you're on your own?
Yes.
Tell us about being on your own now in a one room, right? Mm-hmm. So a one room comprised of what? Just a room?
When it came furnished, so you would have the bed, like a little kitchen, cabinet stuff. And that's it really,
So there were other rooms in that
yes,
dwelling?
Yes.
So you had to share a kitchen?
Yeah, share the kitchen and the bathroom.
And how many rooms were there?
1, 2, 5.
And who was the persons? 2 female, 2 male, or only females?
At the time it was 1 male and 3 females. One of the rooms was available at that time.
Were you feeling comfortable there?
I was comfortable on my own. I became friends with one of the girls that was living there. So we did things together, hang out together, go shopping together on the weekends, that kind of stuff.
So life is great?
Life was good.
Life is good. So no drama?
No, none at all.
No going downhill? You just went up from there?
Well, I mean, there were little hurdles in between.
Explain, tell us.
Right, and then so I started a job in the Poconos. Then I found another job that was live out. So I decided.
Live out mean you're going in
and coming in every day, yes.
Yeah.
So I decided, this is a good opportunity for me. So I took it, and I lived in for the summer because they had a summer home in the Hamptons. So I lived in for the summer, and then in the fall, I was living out and coming, and going every day. So that was pretty cool because you're on your own. Then I started school. Mm-hmm. I started attending McGivers College where I did my GED.
Okay.
And then, I spent about 4 years on that job. And then the lady and I had a falling out, and then I ended up leaving.
Oh, that's all right. So tell me, so in this whole, and you're how many years you're here now? At this point?
About almost 6.
6 years. And do you ever encounter any racial discrimination? Or
yes, a lot, because when I would I used to take care of little girls. When I would take her out to do play dates and stuff, some of the parents would have you can't come in their house, go to the playroom, they will put out certain cups for you to drink in, you can't eat in their stuff, I remember one time I went to play dates, and the nanny gave us, the other nannies were there, and she gave us food, she cooked and she gave us food. And the lady happened to come home early and met us eating out of her dishes, and she threw them in the trash.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So, in your experience, you were never actually put out any sort of living arrangement? Nobody never put you out? Or nothing like this?
Yes, the guy that threw me out in the snow before I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
He threw me out in the snow. I had nothing, and then...
What month was that?
That was November. It was the week before Thanksgiving.
So, you just came and met your clothes?
No, he wanted to get intimate with me, and I did not want that. And he told me, if I can't, I have to leave. So I told him I was leaving. He said, I can't do that. This is his place. And he threw me out in the snow. He threw my suitcase, everything in the snow. Wow. So these 2 young boys were coming down the street, and they saw me, and one of them started laughing. And the other one said to him, "Why are you laughing? That could be your mom." And he said, "Miss, you have a coat?" I didn't have a coat. I was actually in a bathroom outside, picking up myself out of the snow. It had snowed that day.
So he came home and meet you in a bathroom at that time?
Yeah, I was just home chilling. I was just
You
like,
thought it was the right time to get it?
but
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean,
no. What happened was,
so this guy, you're living with him.
yeah, I was staying there.
You never kiss.
No, we were had a relationship before, but we had broken up. So when I called him from Trinidad, I said, "Listen, I need a place to stay. Can I come and stay? But I don't want any interaction." He said, "Not a problem. You can come and stay until you get yourself on your feet and whatever." But you know, man, typical man, you come, you want to get intimate, and that wasn't my thing.
So you didn't think, well, you being place to stay, I mean, you wasn't paying the rent or anything, right?
No, but I was working, so I was giving him money.
Oh, so he's chipping in.
Yeah, I was of course. I was shipping in, and he would ask for money. "Oh, I have to send money for my children," and I would give him money for that too. I was literally paying my way just for him not to even bother me.
Oh, okay. Were you seeing someone else?
No.
So he was not attracted to him anymore.
No, it was done.
So tell me, when he threw your stuff out, what happened after that?
Okay, so I picked my stuff up, and I asked a lady living on the location if she could have kept my stuff for me, and she did. So after that, I had nowhere to go. So I went, there was a Dunkin' Donuts on Utica Avenue. And I went there and I asked the manager, I bought a coffee and I asked if I could stay there. I was sitting for a while. I thought they were going to close, but they were open for 24 hours. And then he said to me, "Are you staying here?" I said, "I have nowhere to go. I got thrown out on the street and I have nowhere to go." So I would stay there, and during the day I would go and walk around Brooklyn, just hang out, maybe go to a friend's house, but I wasn't able to stay with anyone. And I was embarrassed to let my family know what had happened. Wow. So sometime during the day, I would travel on the train up and down from the Bronx to Brooklyn, back and forth. And like after 10, 11 at night, then I would go to the Dunkin' Donuts and just huddle in a corner and sleep there. And I did that for a few weeks well.
Wow, sorry to hear that. But that being said, tell me which one is the worst experience in the United States?
I would say it was that, having to sleep in Dunkin' Donuts every night.
Wow.
Yeah, even the manager at one time I went there one night to sleep and he said, "Oh, I have something for you." He had known my name at this point. He was like, "Marva, I have a gift for you." And when he came, he handed me a bag with a comforter.
Oh, okay, it was done. So tell us, where are you right now at this moment? Where you work at this point?
Oh, right now I work for ACS, Administration of Children's Services.
You're a social worker?
Yeah.
Okay, how is that going?
I love my job.
Yeah. Good to know. From zero to hero.
Yeah,
I like
more or
that.
less.
I like that. So we just want to thank you for coming on set, and we wish you all the best in all your endeavors. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for having me.
Unspoken Travels, we going our way.